What's up, everybody? I know it's been a while. I'm sorry, I've been so busy with different things and um, wanted to take a few minutes and just talk to you guys about a few things. And oh, I want to show you guys something. Give me a second, all right? I'm back, everybody. Look at this. This, look at this cutie. This is Chloe. She's our new addition to our family. Ain't that right? Mm-hmm. Say hello. You say hello to everybody? Say hey world. Say hey YouTube. She is spoiled rotten. The girls named her, and I actually got her. I rescued her at work. Got a call, and one of my guys was like, "Hey, can you come to the scene?" And I'm like, "Don't get called to the scene quite often. It must be something." And so I get there, and I'm like kind of busy, right? It's like, nah, I think you need to come. And they know I have a soft spot because y'all guys know I got dogs, cats, chickens, and all that stuff. So it was like, you might want to come to the scene. So I'm thinking, man, is like a hurt animal or something? And reason why I'm holding her too, that got to introduce her to the dogs and all that stuff. So we haven't got that part yet. We just slowly doing it and making sure that Chloe's okay because she's still a baby. Ain't that right? Just a baby. Uh. Anyway, no, you can't get down. You gonna play drums? You gonna play? You gonna play? Yeah, you wanna play? Anyway, I get to the scene and I just see this little bundle of love here, and I call the wifey. She's like, "Hey, she heard that before. She already knew." She was like, "You need me to come in, don't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." So she came and she saw her and she was like, "Oh my goodness. Look at the line? It looked like a lightning bolt on the one arm." He's so cute. Um, but anyway, this is the new addition to the family, and we love her. The girls, they first time, every time they come in the house, first place they go is to the kitty cat. Ain't that right? They just forgot about Pippin. They forgot about the chickens, the dogs, the fish. Forgot about all them, huh? Hmm. All right, let's put you back. All right. So, what's been going on with me? So yeah, I just been, like I said, busy. We've been scuba diving as well. I'm actually going through the rescue diving portion. So we climb that ladder and hopefully get to the master diving training here pretty soon after a few more dives and all that fun stuff. So anyway, that's all for me. And I really haven't really done too much as far as this kit. Uh, Still using the same stuff, but I'm constantly tweaking, which leads me into addressing one of the comments or questions that I have from one of the guys. They was kind of concerned because they bought a kit and I guess they just automatically is deflated. Okay, so I want to address that and then go from there. So first off, everything that I'm about to say, I can say freely because I don't endorse anyone. I don't have any endorsement from drumsticks down to nothing. So everything you see here is provided by myself, my family, our hard work. And so with that, I can speak freely and I understand the concerns all of the emotions that are attached to this particular kit because of the current state of this hi-hat. As you guys know, they recently came out with the Strata Prime, sorry, and I think they really missed the bar, so to speak. I know what they are doing. Their intent is to push everybody into software and all that stuff. I understand. But for me, overall, this was the best kit that they put out by far. And I wish they would just had tweaked off what they had. All they had to do is just change the hi-hats, put that new setup on the hi-hats on this kit. Because like you guys, you probably can play that kit that they got out live, but check this out. One of the things that is overlooked on this kit is that if I'm on stage with somebody playing, right? Got the bass player right here, and his cabinet is shaking my trigger and my toms, right? Because of the low registry. Well, I don't have to necessarily right away go into my settings, right? All I got to do is there's a knob right here. I could turn that knob and dial down that frequency, right? Okay. Is that worth putting this hi-hat, this whole kit, everything this kit can do for me, just worry about these hi-hats, right? Okay. My point with that is too is, okay, let's say you bought a competitor, you bought a Roland, and you put a Roland hi-hat on it. It plays really well, right? You will still have to do some troubleshooting. I have went in here and got all my presets set up, right? But guess what? Even with the preset, I'm still thinking of it as a starting point. It's no difference if I set up this acoustic kit, right? And I sit here and I'm still going to do some tweaking. I'm still going to make some adjustments, right? So I say that when I'm dressing it because the person said that they took it out of the box and they're disappointed once they got it all set up and the hi-hats, right? So I'm just looking at so I'm just saying 99% of the rest of the kit is okay except for this, right? So why don't you just deal with this? You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of people turn around and buy another $500 worth of software where maybe buy a new set of hi-hats, right? But I understand maybe your budget don't want you or doesn't allow you at this particular time to do any more upgrades, right? Because you made this big investment of this drum set. So you have to go in here and, the comment was you shouldn't have to, it should be out of the box, ready to go. I get it. I understand that. But that's not reality. We all had to go in here, majority of us, not all of us, and do some tweaking. Okay? It's no different if I set this drum set up here. The room temperature can change the feel of this kit. So I'm going to tweak. I'm going to make some adjustments. And it is what it is. Now, I'm pretty sure right out of the box, it played. It probably wasn't as synced as you like because you got to understand you're providing your own pedal, your own hi-hat stand. So you have to adjust the offset to make it feel and go along with your setup. Okay? Now, so I already know that hitting the top of this hi-hat, I need to have a chick type sound. I don't need a long sustained note, right? So I can change the value of what I need. I can mimic or use a reference point of how I know the beat of this stick supposed to sound when I hit. So I'm able to massage the samples to get it to sound the way I need it to sound, right? as well as to the openness and the amount of kick that I need when I press the foot pedal. So it's no difference for me. It would be no difference if you said, you know what, these hi-hats gotta go. I'm gonna play my acoustics. Well, guess what? Now you put your acoustic set up on here. Now guess what? Now you have to get acoustics to sound and match the rest of this kit. So you're introducing a microphone, which that microphone going to introduce noise. You're going to have to make some adjustments. You're going to have to know how to remove, you know, you have to use key filter. You might have to use compression on it. You might have to use equalization. You might have to use a gain on it, a limiter. You know, you're gonna have to use all of those things to get your hi-hats to match up with this kit, right? So, big picture is one thing out of a kit has your whole demeanor for this setup gone. I mean, to each his own, but I'd rather just fix that one issue. I don't think this whole setup here is bad. I don't have, I don't need 3 zones on this. Only 3 zone I need is on the ride cymbal. I don't need 3 zones on all of this. It's not really that serious, right? Because the notes is already designed within the sample. So, most of us just hit the middle of the head or the rim, or a combination of the two. So 3 zones is not a deal breaker, and I'm not hating on this new kit either, because it probably does some things that overall this kit doesn't. But big picture is, if I'm taking this out live, or if I'm doing recordings like I'm doing now, I'm able to send signals out. And I know they're saying, well, you can do that in the software virtually, but everybody got their opinion on it. I'm just giving you my opinion. I just think they give you like 4 outputs or more on this new setup. The engineer out front can't be as detailed, than, here. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents on this setup versus the new setup. As many of you also know, look what all you get for the most part. I mean, yeah, I have made a bunch of additions to the kit, but you get a big set for what you get, and it's not bad sounding. You just take you to do some adjustments. So, I mean, look, this is So my point is, for me, I'm getting everything that I need out of this hi-hat. Yes, I had to go in and tweak it. But like I told you guys, that This kit right here, I don't care if you put the new DW 10,000, 20,000 drum set here, it would never be an acoustic kit. I know it got wood shells, and I know it has rims and all that stuff. It would never, it's never going to be, it's a hybrid. It's never going to be an acoustic. And so it's up to us to adjust our mindset. And you have to get into you have to take the matrix. You have to get that that experience and go all in and learn this instrument here. Use the references, the journey of you playing an acoustic kit to bring the best out of this electronic kit, right? And you got to massage these knobs. You just can't. And like I said earlier, I know I might be repeating myself, but even with presets, your ear's gonna make you adjust. You know, if I come, like, here's an example. When I worked at Sam Ash and Guitar Center, when I was in my retail drumming days, I was the drum manager in Charlotte, North Carolina. And one of the things that when somebody wanted to make a high-end purchase, and this is the reason why I feel that, you know, there's an ebb and flow going on with brick and mortar, uh, online shopping versus the brick and mortar. So my point is that when it comes to high-end equipment, there's a level of feel and sound that you need, because when you say, for example, I like playing Sabian. I've been playing Sabian forever. And if I wanted to go buy a high-end HHX cymbal, right? I can't trust what online is telling me, because they could be EQing it. It's going through already, no matter if it's a cell phone or not, it's still going through some kind of compression, some kind of sound source that's not raw. And so, with that being said, you guys know that when you buy high-end cymbals, each cymbal is unique. So that craftsman, that guy that sat there and hand hammered that cymbal, when he grabbed that next metal and started massaging it, the one he just completed to the one he's just did, they're gonna sound totally different. They're not gonna be the same. So they're gonna be apples and oranges. They might have the same similar frequencies, but they're gonna sound different. And so you have to be able to, you can't just buy a 19-inch hand hammered and put it on your kit just because you saw it online. It might not tonal fit in the ecosystem. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what the brick and mortar gives us. And online, it's just going to be it's like buying a box set of complete cymbals. Like, who does that? I mean, I get it, but when you really serious about the instrument, it's just a whole different thought process. You in the art, and you have to have a certain thing when you're in art. When you're in development mode, you don't really care as much, right? But once you get into art, you need a certain thing, because your mind, you got this creative vision, and you need this special thing to happen, right? It's like mixing paint. You got to find this right color, and so you mixing here, there, and dabbing and molding, massaging, and you finally find this color, right? It's the same way in a cymbal. You just don't pick a cymbal just because of a picture. You know what I mean? And so I got two cymbals. I got a 19-inch AAX Explosion, That's 19 inches. And then I also have a 16-inch. They both sound the same. You would think that the 19-inch would be darker sounding, but nope. Nope. They both sound the same. I can basically just, if I want a bigger cymbal just to play, that's the only thing that I will be having it for. And so for me, I have my darker tone here, and then I go like, so I go low, high. That's how it sounds. That's what I like. I don't go high, low. I go low, high when I crash. Okay? So I hope these nuggets are going to help you. And I understand everybody's frustration with this kit. Again, I don't have an endorsement. So, yeah, the hi-hat suck to a certain point. But you got to know your instrument. Got to know your instrument. And if you are introducing microphones into, like this mic, into the ecosystem of here, you got to know how to get noise out. And you got to know how to, play with software. And that's just going to take time. The difference between us and the guys who are on major gigs for the most part is not just playing ability, because the difference is they have maybe more time at it, or networking that take time. So all of this is time. You got to find time to have time. Please like, subscribe to this channel. We appreciate you. And let's keep this channel going. All right? Y'all take care.